The Flying Thunder God Jutsu, a space-time ninjutsu which allows the user to teleport instantaneously to any marked thing or person. This jutsu was created by Tobirama Senju during the Second Great Ninja War and mastered by Boruto's grandfather, Minato Namikaze. Boruto has learned to use this jutsu during his time training with Kashin Koji. In the official Naruto website, we got information about Boruto developing another variant of the flying Raijin jutsu. It says that it could be considered an entirely new jutsu, though the only difference is that Boruto's version has more limitations. The flying Raijin jutsu that we know is hard to use and requires a massive amount of chakra. It required the guard platoon to cooperatively use the weaker version of the flying Raijin, which tells us that Tobirama, Minato, and Boruto have large chakra levels, large enough to use the jutsu on their own. Boruto's flying Raijin can be separated from Minato's due to its limitation. It is possible that Minato taught Jiraiya how to use the technique, but he can't use it, and Koji is his clone. The limitation that I want to talk about is not the one that the fans know, which is the more usage of hand sign and the limited quantity of the objects used for it. The limitation that I am talking about is that Boruto can't mark a person. Minato and Tobirama can mark persons. For example, Minato marked Tobi and Tobirama marked Obito in his 10 Tails form. In the case of Boruto, he can't do it. When the technique was used by Boruto in Chapter 4, Boruto needed to sneak in Koji's toad in order to teleport. Before that, in Chapter 3, Boruto touched Code when landing Uzuhiko, which gave Boruto the opportunity to mark Code, but he didn't do it. Another one is when Boruto used Flying Raijin to save Sarada by teleporting to the toad who carried his marked tool. In Chapter 5, Boruto hugged Sarada, which also gave him an opportunity to do it, but he didn't do it either. Boruto can't mark people, but only objects that he has pre-marked. This shows that Boruto has more room for him to grow with the use of the technique so that he can reach the levels of Tobirama and Minato, because they can mark people and teleport to them with ease. And also, we actually don't see the mark on his marked objects as Tobirama's and Minato's. Maybe he just infuses his chakra or something else on the objects. I say this because of Koji telling Boruto to teleport through shapes, which could indicate this possibility. This could also mean that it's not just a limited version, but a variant as well, as said in the Naruto website, which says that Boruto's flying Raijin can be considered a whole new jutsu. As I mentioned earlier, instead of marking the shapes, he could just infuse his chakra in them. The reason why he uses different shaped objects rather than kunai is because it would be harder to distinct to which object he should travel to, since he doesn't have a specific marking but rather the object itself, depending on its shape. With all this in mind, we cannot forget the fact that Boruto himself also stated that the jutsu wasn't completed and he isn't as good with it as Minato was. I think that the limitations they put on Boruto's makes for better storytelling. The best evolution possible for Boruto is that one day he won't need any type of marking and would just teleport by focusing his mind on people or an object he has already seen. What do you think of the video? Make sure to like and subscribe with post notifications on so you won't miss new videos. Leave a comment down below for your thoughts. Anyways, that's it from me. See you guys next time.